Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Yes. Look who we've got. It's the 10th of November and Kirsten has come to play today. Very exciting.
It's exciting.
You're the woman of the moment, actually, at the moment, aren't you?
I know.
Yeah.
I feel really popular all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh, I think, actually, you know what I'm like? I think it comes across how direct I am. If I ask you anything and you don't want to answer it, just say, I'm not answering that.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop there, right there.
Yeah. It's private. That makes it sound like I'm going to ask you some really dodgy things, but I'm not. Right, we just have a good morning, Mike. Oh, everybody's coming in. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Rosie. Good morning, Michaela. Right, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Yesterday I was having brain fog day, but I feel better so far. Yeah, just I don't know. My brain just goes, no, stop doing things.
Yeah.
I think it's when it's coming in from different directions. Like yesterday, I was really grateful. I was getting messages, but I was getting them some like on my Facebook, some through my business Facebook, some through Instagram, and so everybody's asking me, oh, have you got this? Have you got that? And can you send me photos? And that's great. It's all great. But then you're trying to remember who was asking you what and on what platform you were trying to do it. And so I was trying not to forget anybody. And so my brain was just like,
what? Because I think it's overwhelm. I get like that with and I look around, it's when there's stuff everywhere and I've made little piles. Well, that needs that. That's going to need looking up. That's going to need a bit. So it's, but then I look at it and I'm like, I get frozen and I'm like, why can't I just take a bit? And I'm like, oh God, you can't start. And
no, I know.
Yeah.
Too many browsers open, I think. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. But then now you saying that, you know how when you hear somebody else saying it, I thought, well, I guess if you had a pad next to you with a pen, each time you get one, you could write it down. But when you're in it, you can't even think that logically. You just go, oh, I've forgotten something big. Like,
exactly.
There's like this bubble wrap all over the floor. I can relate to that. Like, that's a simple task, but you're like, that is another task. And it's been there for days, and every time I see it, and it's still on my list.
Yeah, and so I just got the shop a bit tidier yesterday, and then somebody brought me a load of stuff, so that's all now everywhere. It's like, oh, I'm just.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
You know it's good, don't you? But it's weird little bits that build up in overwhelm.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and then you go upstairs. I go upstairs. I'm like, the washing up's there, and it's just like, can nobody else see this washing up that's lying there? And I know.
No.
And I know it's not urgent, but if it was just done, then I could just walk in and go, instead of going,
Well, this is why I say 99% of the time I'm fine with having to be the organizer, and you still have to manage everything, don't you? You have to give tasks out, otherwise you'll do everything. And 99% of the time that's fine, and then 1% you're like, oh, can't you just do it without me? I'm like, oh.
I know, and that's the thing. I know that if I say to either of my kids, could you just do this, or even write a list for them, they'll do it. It's just that they have to they have to be told,
And with mine as well at the moment, they do it eventually, but I have to ask about 20 times.
Yeah.
And the other day I just could not cope, and I thought I'm gonna have a meltdown. It was only like it must have been Sunday. It was dinner. I was like, can you two peel and chop the carrots? Right, there you go. There's your task. And they were on some game with people. And so I'd give them, not right now, just, I keep coming in, I keep asking. And in the end, I don't know what happened. Something else had annoyed me. And I came in, I was just fuming. I couldn't even speak. And I was like, I can't. And I just walked out. And then Maud quickly followed behind me. So
she recognised that face.
Yeah. It's like, oh, hang on. Do something here. Right, who else has just popped in? I might repeat myself here. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Sarah, and welcome to it's not welcome to YouTube. My friend Sarah watches YouTube, but she's now got an account so she can comment. So welcome. I think you'll love this actually, Sarah. Kirsten's fair trade ornaments and stuff, fantastic. Did I say good morning, Laura? Good morning, Sarah. New comments. Let's scroll down. Oh, let me scroll. Good morning, Rachel. Oh, have I missed Aid? Good morning, Aid. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Because I was trying to make it scroll down. It's really slow. Hi, Aid. Some strange views on the live stream last night. I don't know what he's been up to. Oh, yeah, I can see him. Good morning, Antoinette. Right. So I think most people know Kirsten, but Sarah, you won't, and some people may be watching that don't. Kirsten's got a bricks and mortar shop full of Curiosities, and you also sell through Facebook, Insta, and Etsy.
Yeah.
You don't eBay anymore?
No, I don't do. I do the odd my own personal thing on eBay, but I don't do any business stuff on there. And to be fair, in normal circumstances, 98% of my business is through the shop, so I don't really specialize on the online stuff. But needs must and all that.
Yeah. Can I ask, how did you feel when you heard about the lockdown? I mean, not good, I imagine, but
no, I think it's the frustration of them being so disorganized that really is. I mean, I'm really lucky because Friday night I was thinking about placing an order for some of the reproduction signs that I sell. I would have put in like £1,000 order. If I'd have placed that order then, and then they tell me on the Saturday that I'm closed, I've still got to find that money to pay that stock. Do you know what I mean? And so them saying that they're going to help us out, but we won't find out until the end of November. That doesn't help me pay the bills until then. So it's just that,
can't you? Like, you then said, oh well, I can't place my order, so the person that said now they haven't got and then it's just all
so it's just the frustration, really. I mean, I totally get it. I get why they're doing it. I'm a little bit disappointed in the fact that I'm having to close, but so many shops aren't having to close, and it seems like that it's not really going to be that effective.
And then what a waste that you've gone through all of that. And other people, that's what I'm hearing. People have said, oh, I've just been into Caversham and it's really busy down there. I'm like, oh, so it's not like last lockdown then. So much more is open, and that.
Well, I think in my little town, some of the shops that were closed last time are staying open this time because they technically could have stayed open last time, but they were more cautious. But now they can't afford to be that cautious. They've got to open this time round and use those little loopholes or whatever that allow them to open.
Can you say what sort of shop might be just open that wouldn't have done last time?
Well, like one of the hardware shops was absolutely allowed to open last time, but she was nervous about opening this time. She's having to just get on with it, I
think people are generally, maybe we're too relaxed now, since the summer when we all went out and about like normal, almost normal. And I think there's still an overhang of that where we're not. I don't think everyone takes it seriously, which is why it's spread.
I think there is an element of that, and just the fact that we're all fed up with it. There's only so many box sets you can watch, isn't there? And so many times you can try and teach yourself to knit.
Connie's. Well, thank God they're at school this time. That's really made a difference to me. But then again, I don't know if looking at it properly, I mean, they're at secondary, whether they really should be, to be honest. I can understand nurseries and primaries, but even though I wouldn't want them at home, I don't know if they should be really, because they're like many adults, aren't they?
I mean, that's where it's really going to spread is in the schools and things. So I don't feel like this lockdown is really going to make any difference whatsoever, personally. But
well, I hope they lift on. And we are in different times now where everybody now does mask and sanitize when they're going to shops. Like prior to the first lockdown, people didn't own masks, and we were. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we say everybody, but not everybody does. It's surprising, you know. To be fair, in my shop, I've been really lucky. I haven't had too many conflicts. But my husband's shop over in a different town, every day, I mean, especially the first few months, he was having to have arguments with people.
Oh my God.
You know, one woman accused him of discrimination. And she was nothing wrong with her. There was no reason why she couldn't wear a mask. She just decided that she didn't want to wear a mask because she didn't like. I don't like wearing a mask. And he said, "I'm sorry."
As well, but the thing is, I kind of think, I mean, it's not fair because they could be spreading it, but also I think, oh, okay, it's fine then. Yeah, you know, you go about your way. You might die. Is that all right with you? Like, you know, that's the end result. They might die. You know,
that is them passing it on to other people. You know, it's
not fair if they take their own risks to their own health. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, a few more people in. Good morning, Karen, Oyo Peter. Good morning, Funky Neil. Good morning, Chloe. Oh, Chloe's Reselling Journey I've started watching, actually. So clothing, but also other bits as well. A bit of an all-rounder. Did I say good morning, Julie? Karen, I personally think they should be back, but maybe on a part-time basis, different year groups. Yeah, maybe. I'm surprised it hasn't kicked off at their school, actually. Neil doesn't feel like a lockdown, no change in what I can do. Well, I did. I've become so lazy though. I was walking. I said, "Oh, do you want to walk to the big post box with Tom yesterday?" And we came out of our road, and I said, "God, this is the furthest I've walked, and I don't know how long." Because he takes the post box stuff. I just haven't been anywhere. Mike, there's been an increase in my area in cases, and a whole school year was sent home. Whoa. Good morning, Tommy. This Kirsten lady is everywhere now, isn't she?
My shop shut. I can do stuff now. Shop shut.
Right, I'm just going to open. Oh, and it came with. So yeah, you're doing your I want everything. Which, because I thought, oh, you haven't put the linky things, but you don't, because you just put in Kirsten's Curiosities on any of these things, and it's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I brought a couple of these are stocking fillers for the girls. Well, I said to Tom, I said, oh, look at these, look at these. I showed him your video. So, oh yeah, also go and look. I'll try and put all of the links in underneath when we're finished. But go and look at Kirsten's YouTube videos as well. Oh, and you've got videos on Facebook, haven't you?
And my Facebook page has got loads of photos of stock and things like that, and the shop and everything. So
cool. And because when you were doing the fair trade felt ones, I was like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, raccoon on a bike, okay. And then when you pulled these out, I was like, stop it. Stop it. That's ridiculous. Check this out. Mice in swimwear. I mean, they're just the best for me. But I didn't even realise he's the boy, he's got his trunks on.
Yeah.
But obviously his duck rubber ring. And so they're fair trade. There's information on here. Where they come from?
Nepal, I think it is.
Nepal, and they are felted,
They're felted. They're all biodegradable, plastic free, and you know, fair trade was the important thing, because I decided last year this Q4, as everybody goes on about, for me was awful. In the shop I was so quiet, I think, because at that point I only had the secondhand, vintage, antique stuff. And because I'm in such a small town, people who were doing their Christmas shopping were going to Exeter doing their Christmas shopping. And so I didn't really get any kind of boost until the final week before Christmas. And it was so cold and so miserable in my shop that I thought, this year I want something to give it a boost. And I'd already got baskets in and the tin signs as new stock. And then my husband said, well, you love Christmas. Why don't you do Christmas? So I started looking online for Christmas decorations, and you can get the same things as you can get everywhere, but I thought, no, I'm really going to try and get fair trade. So I started looking for fair trade wholesalers.
Well, this is, I know with a local emporium here that she does a lot of new more giftable things as well, because some things, if it was somebody I knew really well, I might be able to give them something vintage that I'd picked up, but a lot of people do think Christmas, they feel like there needs to be something new to gift. So then you can definitely, I bet you'll get like a lot of sales from that. Well, hopefully Q4. And the thing about these was, because I hate sacks full of like plastic. I don't want the girls just having. And I thought, well, I don't have any guilt about buying these, because even if they do end up going, they're like fair trade, they're biodegradable. It's not bringing plastic into the world. You know, it's. I mean, hopefully they'll just think they're gorgeous anyway. But because I know, like, you could put them on a tree, couldn't you? But you can also dangle them off your door handle or whatever. Oh, I've just seen his tail. Oh, she's different colour as well. Oh my God, she's got boobs. Look at that.
I know. Little yellow and white polka dot bikini.
What?
Little yellow and white polka dot bikini she's got on.
That is so, but the armbands as well. It's like, oh, okay, you know, obviously, it's moldable. The tail. Like, well, yeah, that's cute, but come on, what extra can we do? Armbands, right? Too far. Too cute.
I brought a couple over because I didn't bring them all over, but I like this one as well. It's like the little penguin with the snorkel.
Oh, that is fabulous as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
A penguin would be off. I'm just going snorkeling today. Oh, cool, have fun.
Yeah, because I thought penguins could swim anyway, so I didn't realise they needed a snorkel.
Oh no, they do. Yeah, seems so. Oh, it's lovely.
And that's a cutie look as well. Little squirrel with his acorn.
Yeah, I liked that one as well, because he's holding his acorn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cute. But there's so many, and it's weird because I put them all on my tree, and then I did lots of Facebook posts, and they're near the window so people can see them. And it's funny how people are attracted to different things. Everybody's got a different favourite, you know. Yeah. So that's really, really nice. I like that, because obviously there's been some that gone quicker than others, but
what's selling then? So now what's selling at the moment on the Christmas ornaments front?
A mixture. The sloth is very popular.
Oh, sloth is amazing. Have you got a sloth there?
No, I haven't got one here.
Oh, sloth is amazing.
You'll have to watch the video.
Oh God, I need the squirrel. This is the thing. I need that in my life. Where can I buy him, Chloe? Underneath, I should have already linked Facebook and Insta for contacting Kirsten, but also I should be like you do this. Also Etsy. Do you want to say how they can is it drop you a line?
Yeah. All the Christmas decorations you'd have to contact me either through Facebook or Instagram, because I can't sell them on it. Well, I don't sell them on Etsy because I didn't make them. I know some people on Etsy sell whatever they want, but I stick to the rules, which means that I don't.
Even if it's handmade but you didn't make it, you're not meant to put it on there.
No.
Oh.
So contact me through Instagram or Facebook. But if you can check out my YouTube video first, you'll see the full range there. There are some that have sold out at the moment. I mean, I might be able to get more, but it just really is a difficult balancing act between ordering stock when the shop's shut, especially Christmas ones. So at the moment, the shark has sold.
Shark's brilliant.
Yeah, the lady mouse with the little candy cane, she's sold out. There's probably others, but I can't think right now. But I know those two for definite. Yeah,
there's people in the chat. I need the squirrel. Where can I get the squirrel and the sloth? Oh, have you got any owls? Indy's asking.
There's a little felt sort of greyish owl. I've got this one as well, which is slightly different. This actually came from a different fair trade company. It's like tweed and material.
Oh, yeah, I can see the tweed. That's nice.
Yeah, but it's slightly different. It's not felt in the same way. It's but there is an owl in that one, but it's just a sort of smallish grey owl. It's not got the novelty factor that the others have. Here's another
glasses or something on the little owl.
The what? Sorry.
The owl. Has he got little red glasses on or something?
No, it's just quite plain. It's a sort of plainish, cute one, if you know what I mean. But this one, I can never get the direction right. He's a cutie.
Anything with a Santa hat on is just.
I know. Yeah, and the octopus is a good one. He's a good seller.
Yeah. Oh, they're also so I showed Tom, of course, and he was just like, so you don't need to know about this. I will be organising the presents again. Oh gosh. I was going to say, I wonder if you need them actually in your window, because that was so funny when you were on yesterday's or the day before's vlog, and there was a woman right behind you looking in the window.
Yeah.
Oh, you're unaware she's behind you.
Well, this window's got like all this shelving, but the other window is wider open, and they can actually see it into that tree from there. I've got my big tree in the window. It's got all the paper mache and the glass baubles on it, so it's got this sort of thing on there in the window.
Okay.
And just back from the window, you can still see it through there. Is all the felt things. So
how's the click and collect going? Are people doing it?
I've had a couple of sales. Local people, but nothing much yet. I mean, it's not even been a week yet, so
yeah, patient.
Yeah, so I'm still.
I mean, what the people that come into your shop generally, are they of a certain age group or that might not do the online stuff?
It used to be more the older people. It's this whole Corona thing has completely changed my business almost, because I used to have a lot of older people came in, which is lovely. They all have stories to tell and all that. It's really nice. Since I reopened in June, I introduced the signs, the baskets. I had a refit while I was closed, and that's brought in a whole new load of people who wouldn't have come in before, a lot younger. I generally put the big signs outside, and that gets people's attention.
Yeah,
and then they come in and they go
signs as well, aren't they? Like retro signs.
Yeah, it's this kind of thing in different sizes. So these are little ones, but I've got big ones that I put outside as well. And that really gets people's attention. And then you get a whole crowd of people who would have never come in before.
Yeah,
that works. Also, I had a big antique centre opened. They'd moved from Exeter to Ottery, and they opened on the same day as I did after lockdown. And that is actually a benefit because it brings people who like this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool. Morning, Andrea. I think we're up to date on that. So, what was I going to ask? Yeah, so were you saying, like, compared to last Q4, was your Etsy strong last Q4, or?
My Etsy was doing okay last year, but my shop, the physical shop, was really poor. This year, my Etsy has been really poor so far.
Yeah, why do you think that?
Well, I'm probably not listing on there as much as I have in the past, because when you're working in the shop and the shop's been quite steady, it's not always that easy to list and do things.
I think also it's really hard to change your concentration. You have to change your mindset from doing this, even though like you might be at the same desk or something. It kind of
and also people coming in the shop, everybody wants conversation, which is great. I love that side of it. And when they buy something, then I'm thinking, I need to fill that gap and move things around, and so there's always extra jobs to do with when you're here in the shop. But yeah, it's still getting my head around the shop in the shop.
Yeah. Rachel's asking how much are they?
The decorations.
Yeah.
The felt ones vary. So if you watch the video, I do tell you the prices of all of them, but they start at £5. Some are £5, some are £6, and some are £7.50. They vary. This one is
groups of baubles, haven't you, like sets as well available? And
and the paper mache baubles and stuff, these kind of things, they're £5 each, or £6 for 25. And then I've got some little sets. Well, these are really sweet. I really like these. I've not actually sold, I think I've sold one or two, but hardly any. These little glass.
Oh, yeah, I saw those yesterday. They're lovely. So
these are like a rose gold almost, or a dusky pink maybe. And there's 6 in there, and they're £12. They're really sweet.
Yeah, they're cute.
But yeah, so if just contact me and I can get back to you if you know what anything costs. So yeah, I had a good response from going on Nick and Andrea's. I was really pleased. A few people messaged me and ordered some things, so I'm really grateful. Very, very grateful.
Yeah, and also, did you manage to hook up a date with Z? You're going to have a chit chat on there, aren't you?
Yeah, we were going to do it this afternoon, but then literally after I'd spoken to him, I had a phone call. My daughter's got orthodontic appointment on Thursday, and they insist that she has a COVID test before she goes.
Blimey.
So I've got to take her for that this afternoon. So we were going to do it. So yeah, it's really ridiculous. It's ridiculous because she's got no symptoms. They're fully like in PPE when we get there, you know. And she's got friends who go to a slightly different place to have exactly the same work done, and they don't have to have the COVID test. So it's really,
that seems about the top. That's like stopping you from functioning. Because when I took Connie for our last orthodontist, and we had to stay outside, and they did the temperature and asked you the questions, and they were so did so well with the PPE. I said to them, this is really good. And we didn't meet anybody else inside. It was really well organized.
Yeah.
It seems a bit over the top, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I've got to take her out of school again, which is really annoying when she's missed so much school, with the lockdown and everything, and then it's still it's a bit frustrating.
I know when Connie, we're booking it and Connie's going, and they're offering appointments like middle of the day, and I'm like, oh no. And Connie's like, yeah, take that one, take that one. No, nothing. Thank you. I know what I was going to ask. Are you difficult to buy for now because you have access to loads of gorgeous things? So do people find it hard to buy for you now, like for Christmas and stuff?
I don't know that I'm the right person to ask for that. No, I don't think I am really. My daughter said to me,
just tell me, they'd just say, oh, you're so difficult to buy for.
My daughter said to me the other day, what do you want for Christmas? So I went, some dangly earrings. And she was like, right, okay.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, you like those, don't you? Yeah. Andrea went to the dentist. All they did was take temperature. Yeah, I went in the summer to take Maud for her brace check, and I had a temperature. I couldn't go in, and it's like, it was a really hot day. People kept saying, "Oh, it was a really hot day." I said, "Yeah, but everybody else was going in all right." And they did it about 3 times, and I kept saying, they said, "Just stay in that." Like, I was outside in this cool area, and I was just like, "Right, come on, do it again. Hit me, go on." I was like, I haven't got something. And like, you can't come in. It's like, oh. And so Maud had to go in with the dental nurse, and then the dentist telephoned me once I was sorry. And then they just said, right, yeah, you can go telephone for the next appointment. And when I rang up, they went, oh, you were here this morning, weren't you? I was like,
you've got the reputation.
Yeah, they're like, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, dangly earrings, 1 squirrel and 1 penguin. Oh, yeah. Oh dear. Right, how are we doing? Oh, actually, that is pretty much half an hour, so that's about perfect. Did you want to say anything else about?
No, that's good. Thank you. Have you got
any of your signs, Andy? Do you want to share any of your signs?
Signs? Well, I've got the small size ones because I've literally just been doing my Facebook post for these. So there's all sorts of like funny ones.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Or more vintage advertising type things.
Yeah, because they're very postable as well, aren't they?
Yeah. Audrey Hepburn there.
Oh.
And then there's things like train ones and Spitfire ones.
Granddad gift, isn't it, I think?
Yeah. So I've got this size, and then they do a mid size, which is about that size.
Yeah.
And then I've got the really big ones that sell really well. I've got one here. Hang on. But they're not so postable, those. You see.
Oh, Tom would love that, Tour de France. Yeah.
So I've been doing loads of like a Facebook post with about 12 different Facebook posts with all these on because there's so many of them. Well, we'll see if I get any response from that.
Yeah.
I need to go out with, I think, like a foghorn out round Ottery and wake people up. Go, start ordering stuff.
I know that click and collect's available, but I don't know how many people are using. I think more people are just going online, aren't they, and having it delivered.
Yeah, more than likely. But
yeah,
I'll still be here, whatever. So
cross for opening at the beginning of December, and then a brilliant month.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Hello, gorgeous ladies. I just got up.
Well, you missed us.
Yeah, watch back. We're being gorgeous for half an hour when you have to look back. I'll make sure all the links are in below. Click on to contact Kirsten. Thanks very much for coming on, and thank you for the fabulous decks. And good luck.
Thanks very much for having me.
Bye-bye, don't die. See you in the morning. Sat on the bog.
Oh, nice.
Cheers, Dave, for that little vision.